Thank you so much for all the comments that you are giving me in this channel. I feel so comfortable, reassuring, and so joyous looking at all the comments. It's so positive. Yes, namaste, welcome to Easy Tarot. And in today's video, I just felt the intuition of giving you a message if you are feeling alone, like what your guardian angel wants to say to you. And I believe we are going to use two cards, as in, like, one is a tarot deck. This is a tarot deck over here, and the other one is an oracle deck. This is Angel Answers Oracle deck. So if you want any kind of reassurance, if you want to know, like, if angels are with you, if they care about you, if you're feeling left out, this is the reading for you. I hope this helps, and without further ado, sorry, without further ado, we'll just show you the pile options. So this is pile number 1, here is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. Pause it if you need to, pick with your intuition, and we'll start with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. Your cards have been laid out, and I'm going to flip the cards one by one as we are going through the reading. Before that, I just want to tell you that this is a YouTube reading. That means this is not specifically targeted to one particular group. Actually, it could be that a lot of people's energy is coming in this particular reading. That means some messages will resonate with you while others will resonate with others. Okay, so if something is not resonating with you, it's completely okay. And if you feel the desire to opt for a personal reading, you can always email me at email in the email ID easytarot@gmail.com. Okay, I'm always available 24/7. Um, okay, so without further ado, we'll just begin with the first card, which is what is the problem. And for the first card, we have the card from the Angel Answers Oracle deck. This is something not I have planned, but this this was what my intuition has said to me, that this is for you. And I believe the actual problem is it's up to you. Okay, so leadership is a position that everybody is not comfortable with. Let's say, for example, you have been, following the rules in the house, and suddenly you are now being looked upon, right? So it's like people are looking up to you, people are dependent on you, and it's uncomfortable for you for the same reason. You're like, I'm not sure if I can do this. And this is the same thing that's freaking you out a little bit. Like, you are really scared of making the wrong decision. You're really scared of messing things up, right? And I am sensing a lot of words like um, the F word, effing it up. But I don't want to say it in this channel right now, so I'm just going to not say it. The reason I'm sensing this word is because it could be in the vocabulary of yours, or it could also be the depth of the feeling that you're feeling right now. You are just feeling really, really, really unsure of yourself, like everything is up to you. In fact looks like, whatever tarot reading, for example, if you have seen, all the tarot reader says to you, you know what, it's up to you, you can decide who you are, you can decide what you want, you can decide where you want to go. And that's the exact problem. You don't know who you are, and also, even if you know, you are so afraid to follow through because you are so scared that that will be the wrong thing. Since when are you going through this problem? For that, we have the hero in reverse, which is the chariot in this deck. And I'm in love with the hero card in this, deck. So we are going to use the hero as in the reference. Okay. Okay. So the hero in reverse is saying that there was a time in your life where you were the hero of your life, right? Where you didn't had to do things. Does that make sense? Um, like, there wasn't a necessity for your action. Today there is a necessity for your action, right? But there was a time when there was the necessity you could just follow your heart, even if you will mess things up, that will be all right. But today, not actually today, but there came a time in your life that the hero was in the reverse, and also what I'm sensing is the victim was upright. So maybe you were the victim of some situation, maybe you were the victim of something, like something happened and you were not in control of it, and that happened to you. And from that point on, this became your problem, as in making the decision or having the leadership position was your problem. I think some people fancy you for having the leadership position in your life, pile number one, but what they don't understand is you are not someone who wanted this. Does that make sense? It's kind of, if you have read the book Harry Potter, so even in that, we can see something like this. And also, the news character is also said to be someone who didn't wanted it, who didn't opt for it. It was just given to them. The leadership position is not something. It's like from the outside world, you are like awesome, or you are just, you should have so much of arrogance right now because you're in this position, whatever. But as per you, only you know how much troublesome this is. Now let's see why this is a problem. For the why, we are not just going to ask, as in, what is the conscious reason for this, but we are going to ask our subconscious mind, right? We are going to tap into your subconscious mind or unconscious mind to understand what is the base of this problem. And the thing is, the it was a new beginning. I think you could have a Taurusian vibe. You don't have to. You could also be a fire sign with this Ace of Wands energy, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, you don't have to, but I'm seeing that I think in your past, you were very happy, right? You were very happy with the, I think, predictability or whatever. But right now, the change that has occurred in your life, even though you keep telling yourself in your brain saying that no, it's a good change, it's a positive opportunity, blah blah blah, this change is also freaking you out. This is a change that you weren't expecting. You didn't call for it, you didn't wanted that, but here it is. What is the possible solution for you, pal number one? Is Queen of Cups in reverse. So, what do I mean by Queen of Cups in reverse? Is that a lot of you guys need to stop talking about your problems. I know sharing about our problems makes us feel better, but the people you are sharing with are not able to understand, are not able to gather it. And that's the reason you are also feeling alone. I think when you are sharing about your problem, you expect the other person to understand, you expect the other person to get you, but the reverse happens, and that makes you feel more miserable, more left out. And all angels are asking you to do is stop that, okay? And if I can add up to it, I don't know if I should, just a second. Okay, you know what, I'm going to add up to it, but if you are not comfortable listening to my take on this, okay, you can just fast forward it to the next card, okay? So, my take on it is whenever you are talking about your problem to the other person, you are admitting to yourself that you are in a victim position. And you are. It was not something of your choice, it was not something that you wanted, it happened to you, and you need to let go and you need to vent out. But angels want to let you know that, just stop being in the victim position. You are telling your brain over and over, I'm in the victim position, I'm in the victim position, and that's not working right for you. That's what I'm representing, that's what I'm seeing from the Queen of Cups in the reverse, okay? In order to apply this solution, just a second, please. So, I have given you the solution, but also I'm going to talk about what is the possible possible obstacle that could come to you if you're applying this solution in your life. And the possible obstacle is represented by Five of Wands. When you stop sharing about your problems to others, I think others are suddenly going to feel threatened by it. Others are suddenly going to feel like everything is going all right in your life, and others are going to be intimidated by you, and others are going to think that you are their competition, even if that's not in your mind. Right now, the best thing for you to do is to stop, let go, because that was either which way is not working for you. But when you do apply the solution, this is the possible outcome that will happen. And what angels wants to let you know about how you can tackle this obstacle is by understanding that you are protected by the universe with the Hierophant. Okay, Hierophant is also talking about the traditional methods. So all you have to do is understand and learn what are the traditional methods, and some of you already know what the traditional methods are, what you are supposed to do. Just keep on doing it, just put your head down and just go for it. And also understand that you are the queen. Nobody can harm you no matter what they are thinking, and it is not in your, you are not your past self anymore. I know that you would have preferred to be your past self, but that's not the reality of yours right now. You are your current self, and if you would have been in your past, like if you would have been your past self, you could have shared about yourself. You could have been the cups person, right? Like emotional person, like emotionally talking about the situation and all that. Right now at this moment you need to be logical. That's why Queen of Swords is in the upright position. The logical mind, the reasoning skills, the brain is only going to help you out through this situation. So, no matter whether anyone is thinking of you as an opponent or as a competition, just understand A, you are being protected by the universe. B, continue doing the traditional method step by step. Use the strategy what you are supposed to. And C, only think from your head, not from your heart about this situation. Okay, use your reasoning, use your logic, whatever you need to, use your perception, but let your head decide what to do next. Because the time where you could have been a Queen of Cups, where you could just share about your emotions and all that, is gone. Now we need to face the reality. It's gone. We are here, and everything will be all right when you accept um when you sorry yeah when you accept the new position. Actually, some of you is having a lot of trouble accepting the new new your life and new circumstances. Sure, acceptance would also help, but also the Queen of Cups in reverse is the main solution card over here, which says when you stop venting out, or when you stop victimizing yourself. Okay, when you stop, yeah, when you just stop talking about yourself in a victimizing tone. You have done that, you have written the diary, or you have vented out. That's all done. Now it's time to step up. Now it's time to move forward, and you are bigger than this. Okay, so I hope this reading was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you in the next one. Namaste. Bye. So, hello for those who have chosen pile number two. This is going to be a reading, and in today's reading, we are going to see why are you feeling left out, or angels, if they want to share something with you, what would that be? Just as a general disclaimer, this is a YouTube reading. That means a lot of people will be watching this video. That means some messages will resonate with you while other messages will resonate with others, and that is completely okay. I just saw 555 as an angel number. This is not like surprise, because I believe that a lot of you guys might be watching that number, angel number, but I have seen 55 and again a 55 angel number. So it's like it's not a coincidence whatsoever. Anyway, so in this reading, we are going to ask about why are you feeling left out, from when, and What is the possible solution? What is the unconscious feelings of yours or your subconscious feelings, where it is actually coming from? And once you know the solution, if you are applying the solution in your life, will there come any obstacle? If there will be an obstacle, what would that be? And how to solve the obstacle? Okay, we are going to go literally in depth on this topic. Okay, so without further ado, we'll just start with the reading. The first card is representing what is the problem, and that is represented by the King of Wands. So the problem is that there is a business that you wanted to do, there was a goal that you had in terms of career specifically, and you're walking towards it. Somehow you feel like you're either stuck or you're walking really slow. And sometimes you feel like, why am I even walking towards my business, right? I know we should take one step at a time, but this one step is really making me angry and I'm not happy with it. So that's the kind of energy I'm seeing. And I believe this is the reason, like, you have goal, you have desire, you are trying to move forward. Since you are moving forward really slowly, or since you're feeling stuck, I believe that's the reason you're feeling left out. And guess what? This was never your story all along. Since when this is happening, we have the death card in reverse. It is happening since the time that you have stopped wishing for that, I believe. I mean, like, not literally, but when you were like, there was a time that you were hopeless and you were like, just, walking around an eggshell or something. You didn't had a lot of life in you. And that died, that is not there anymore. Today you are feeling alive, you have a goal, you have something to move forward for, right? You have a desire, and wow, that's crazy amazing. And yeah, that's where you've been feeling this from, right? There was a past self of yours that was just like, I'm hopeless, nothing will ever happen to me. You know what? I would rather not have any wishes in my life. And there is this current self that has wishes. And guess what? This wishes is somehow making you feel left out. We'll see. Uh, okay, I understood. So, this card with the Eight of Pentacles, it is representing the unconscious reasoning, right? Why you're feeling left out, because it's such a different energy, right? Like, having a goal should make you feel uplifted, having a goal should make you feel good, right? In fact, there is this kind of a bit like low key wish that I wish I was my past self again. I wish that, you know, why do I even have this desire now? That's the kind of energy I'm seeing. And this is also happening because of the repetition that you were doing. Unconsciously, you are not happy with the repetition. In order to have success in your life, you know the strategies, you know the plan, you know how to work your business, you know how to do your job or whatever. But this same strategy is kind of like giving you a repetitive process, right? It's like it's repetitive. I just have to do something consistently. Sure, I'm doing it, but I am freaking tired, right? And some of you might be in a self employment as well. You could be a YouTube influencer or anything like that. That comes under the category of self employment. To know more about it, you can read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad from Robert. No, you know what? From Robert Kiyosaki, there is a book called Cash Flow Quadrant. You can read that book. I think you will understand what this is about. And if you need more help, obviously this is a general reading. If you need a personal reading or something like that, you can, always opt for a personal reading from me. I am always available. Okay. Um, okay. So without further ado, we'll just see what is the solution for you guys. Okay, as soon as I opened up this card, I didn't see this card before. I just flipped this card, up in this way so that I can see it. And as soon as as soon as, oh, just a second, guys. I'm so excited. Okay, as soon as I saw this card, I understood what was the actual problem. Angels are saying the solution is to stop talking about it. You are trying to, if you are let's say you're a YouTuber, right? And you're talking in your YouTube channel. That's all right. I'm not talking like that. Stop motivating others based on your experience, or stop talking about your experience, or stop talking about your goals. Now, there are sometimes, don't want to say this, but there's kind of a negative message that's coming to. Sometimes there are some kind of people who we call as an energy vampire. So if you are by default, I'm not saying you are doing it consciously, I'm saying that maybe this is what is happening. If you are by default talking about your goals and dreams and desires to this person, um, especially an energy vampire, they are going to drain out your goals. They are going to drain out your motivation. That's your energy. That's where the energy comes in for your dreams and goals, right? They are going to drain out your motivation, and all that is left in your life in reality is hard work with the 8 of Pentacles. Does that make sense, you guys? Hard work, when we have motivation, it doesn't feel like hard work. When we don't have motivation, when we don't have energy, it feels like we are working really hard. We are working, our ASS off, and then nothing is coming out of it. Right? So stop talking about yourself to other people. Stop talking altogether. Don't even try to search who is the energy vampire or something. That's kind of my take on it. That's what I interpreted it as. Okay. So the solution is basically to stop talking about your dreams, about your goals, about your motivation, about what work you're doing in your business or your career life, because that talk in itself is stealing some of your energy. So instead, redirect those energy inside, inward, like remind yourself again and again where you're going, what you're doing. This is exciting, right? So when you talk to yourself, like when you remind yourself what your goal is and all that stuff, that energizes you. And when you talk to others, that kind of doesn't energize you. Okay. Okay. So when you do, like this is the solution, you have already received the solution as to stop talking about it. When you do apply the solution in your life, what is the possible obstacle that will come in your life? Okay, so the possible obstacle, we have 9 of Pentacles. Okay, I am seeing the picture really clearly, guys. I think you are talking about your dream goals and desires to your loving partner, right? You are in a relationship with someone, and you are trying to talk to them about what your goals are, what you did today, whatever. But the possible obstacle that could happen will be you'll feel like you're single, or you'll be afraid that you are single, or you'll be single. That could be the byproduct of it. But to be very honest, a true person who is truly in love with you would never let you be alone. That's one thing. Okay, that's one thing I wanted to say to you. And some of you could have R as an initial, RAK. Just take that because I'm just sensing that messages. However, there's one more message I want to share with you, which is we have 9 of Pentacles here. Okay, 9 of Pentacles is completely different energy from that of let's say 9 of Swords, okay, or 9 of Wands. 9 of Swords and 9 of Wands could also be represented as a single person. Okay, nine in itself is a single person, but 9 of Pentacles is kind of a happy, financially independent, good going kind of a single person. So if you're worried if you will be single, you will be sad or something like that, you won't be. But yeah, still we'll see the solution. And the solution to this obstacle, like we'll just see from angels how you can, if this obstacle arises in your life, how you can tackle this obstacle. And for that we have Justice in reverse. So this is giving me the idea of um, good thing good things takes time to come by. Okay, that's the kind of idea I am receiving. It's like if you want a long term like gratification, right? You would stop chasing around this temporary gratification. And what Angel wants to tell you is justice will come to you. You don't make justice. Okay? It's not your duty. Currently your duty is to focus on yourself, build yourself, focus on your energy, um, and yeah, just focus on making. I just cracked my knuckles. Some of you might have that kind of an act, like habit. I don't know why. I'm just digressing. Okay. So your job currently is to focus on building finance for yourself, making, it's not just building finance, you guys. It's like, um how can I say it? There's a kind of feel good factor that we experience when we are doing something for ourselves, isn't it? Like when we are building our business, we feel good about it, and that's your duty. You have, if you don't feel good about yourself, how will you be able to feel make others feel good? Does that make sense? So, hmm so yeah, just focus on yourself, focus on your business, keep it to yourself, as in what you're doing and all that stuff. Talk to yourself about the motivation, like, I'm going to make this happen today. I've done this job and I've successfully completed all these things. Talk to yourself, like go to the mirror and talk about this to yourself, because that's only going to energize you. Talking to others is not going to energize you. And even if that means that you would be single, you have to understand that you are not here to serve others, um, for their temporary gratification. You are here to serve others on a long term basis. That's how you tackle this obstacle. And on a long term journey, how you're going to um, be there for your partner is only by building yourself up today. Okay, so that's the thing, you guys. Okay, so some of you, okay, or a lot of you guys have this question, as in, the solution doesn't seem to be the solution at all. It seems to bring out more problems, right? And to that, I'm going to tell you, always any solution that comes from angels is only going to break you out of your comfort zone. Okay, if you want to have it all, I think good for you. You can try to manifest that, okay? But for the for in the truest sense of life, when you're trying to do the business and then take care of your relationship and all that stuff, it's going to just mess up with your business. Does that make sense? Like you will never have like growth in one thing until and unless you grow in that thing, right? You can't nurture all the things at once. You can't multitask in universe. You can just focus, develop, and then focus, and like focus on your business, develop the business, focus on your loving relationship, develop the loving relationship. Okay, anyway, this is the price you will pay if you follow the advice, because angels' advice are always like this. Um, and that's the reason you are feeling left out, pile number two. Okay, that's the reason you are feeling left out. You're feeling left out. This is the solution. The solution have consequences, and this is the consequences. Okay. And an additional message angels wants to say to you is remain positive. Everything will work out. Everything will be all right. You don't have to make it all right. Justice will come to you. You don't have to do the justice, right? To anyone. It's not on you. It's not on your shoulders. It's on universe. Universe will make sure everything comes in alignment. Today, all you have to do is stop talking about your business plan to other people. Just talk about it to yourself. Okay, that will help you feel not left out. That will help you feel good. Actually, it's a good reading. Actually, pile number two. If you do follow this advice through, let me know in the comments down below how this works for you. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye. And yes, if you do need any personal reading, I am here for you. If you need to ask how you can have a good relationship while you are, doing a business, you can ask that as well. We can try to figure it out by Angel's help. Um, but if I were you, I wouldn't worry about anything else. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Bye. Okay, welcome to pile number three. Today we are going to see why are you feeling left out. We have different cards over here. If you need to know how these cards are set up, we have problem, we have when did this problem started to occur in your life, and why is this problem over here? What is the unconscious reasoning for this problem? Then we have the solution. We have the obstacle that might arise once you apply the solution in your life and how to tackle the obstacle. So it's like an super, super in depth reading. Okay, so without further ado, we'll just begin with the reading. Okay, pile number one. Sorry, yeah, pile number three. If you're feeling called for pile number to watch pile number one, you can do that because I don't see pile number one. Wait a second. Okay, for a lot of you guys, maybe you are in love with someone who has watched pile number one, or maybe it could be like a very specific message. Maybe you have shared this YouTube link to like your romantic partner, and then they have chosen pile number one, and you are chosen. Sorry, you have choose. you you are here for pile number three. Okay, so whatever it is, welcome. I'm so happy that you are here, and yeah, this could also be this could also be that you are here for a loving relationship. So the problem that you are feeling, why you're feeling left out, the actual problem is that you know that this, if it is a loving relationship, you know that this person is a good person. You don't have to worry about it. Your intuition is calling you not to worry about things, and that freaks you out. It is so weird. It's like you have always worried about everything. You have always you have always thought things through. You have always prepared yourself for the worst. You have always, faced the worst in your life, and today your intuition is like, I don't need to worry about things, and you are like, oh, no, 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 no. I don't know what to do about this feeling. It's like, it's a good feeling, but I know I trust my intuition, but I also know that I do not trust my intuition. And I'm also seeing the sweet pea over here. I'll show you. So the sweet pea message is also telling me, again, this could be a loving connection, right? Okay. So when did this start to happen? We'll see with second card. Okay, this is a very weird pile for me because I don't know why, but angels have asked me to use Angel Answers Oracle deck for the problem part and not the solution part. It's so weird. I'm using tarot for the solution and Oracle card for the problem. So, if this problem hasn't occurred to you in your life yet, and if your intuition has asked you to do this reading now, I believe it's because it is going to happen in the next few months. If you haven't felt this wrath of this, your emotional wrath, if it hasn't affected you just yet, it's going to affect you in the new next few months. Or since it's few months, I believe angels are telling you that since few months, since past few months, you have been worrying about the fact that you don't have to worry, and you are like, you were a thinker, or you were always a thinker, and you were always someone who prepared for the worst. But today, since you are not worrying, it's like you are so confused as to what to do with this. And the unconscious reasoning as to why this is affecting you so badly is because maybe angels have asked you to remain positive. And the positivity is kind of something you have experienced in your life, but when you were really young. When you were young, you would be positive, you would be optimistic, and it would work out then. And I think after some time, you realize that nothing is all rainbows, and maybe after some time you have experienced the worst, and that has given you the idea of thinking everything through. I should think it through. I should be prepared for the worst mentally. I should like research about this person. I should like I should like if you were like even the last partner you've had, for example, you would research everything about them. Where are they from? What is their surname? Where, like, you know, um, why did I say surname? But yeah, what do they do? Are they involved with anyone? Like, you would be so worried sick that you would just research every bit of information of this person. But now, even like some of you have tried doing the research and stuff like that, but angels are like, be positive, and your intuition is feeling the positivity inside of you, and you're really uncomfortable with this right now. It's like, even if you have done all the research, even if there is no single red flag that you can see in this person, and even if you see any red flag, it's like, okay, they chew louder when they are eating. Like, that's the kind of red flag that you see. You don't see any dark side of this person yet, and that kind of is, you should be weirded out by this by now so far, but it's not working. I don't know what happened. Maybe you have done therapy, maybe you have learned about attachment style, maybe you have worked on yourself. And I think that some of you might be avoidant attachment style. I don't know why I'm sensing that, but maybe you are. And again, remaining since you were positive. See, when you were a child and you were positive, bad things happened to you. And now, when you started to be positive about something, now as a child, is scared about everything, right? You're like very scared. Like, you know what? Last time I was positive, everything was wrong. Today I'm positive, I know everything will be wrong. And that's the kind of energy I'm sensing for you guys. And the solution for you guys is just to follow your intuition, and solution is to just be happy. If something bad is going to happen in your life, it will happen eventually, no matter how much prepared you are. And you know it better because you have in your past, you have been prepared for the worst and all that stuff, but still it hurts. Like, you were hurt like a baby, right? You were crying like a baby. And I'm not accusing you. Who is thinking like that? Nobody accusing anyone over here. I'm just saying that that happened, and you are the person who understand that no one, no matter how much research we do, no matter how much we know about the other person, no matter how much we can like study and think and like prepare for the worst case scenario. No matter what we do, still whenever anything bad happens, it hits us the with the force that it hits us, right? It's just bad, no matter what happens. And angels are telling you the same thing. Be happy. Just enjoy this. Be happy. So that you can't actually prepare for the worst. I know you're trying to, but you can't actually ever prepare for the worst. So why not be happy? Why not enjoy this moment? Right? And that's the solution. Let's see what's the obstacle for the solution. It makes sense. So the obstacle for the solution is Queen of Swords. And Queen of Swords has, in this deck, it has two swords, okay? So when you're trying to apply the solution in your life and you're like, okay, you know what, I'll just relax and I'll be happy, I'll just enjoy this moment, I'll just flirt around and stuff like that. When you're thinking like that, your brain will be, you know what, no, 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 we shouldn't do that, we should use our logic, we should use our thinking things, right? Like, we should think it through. We can, like, I think an overthinking side of you will try to lure you in. Does that make sense? The fearful side of you will try to lure you in into thinking deeply about this person. You will try to conceptualize this, like, I don't know, and that's not going to work right for you. Okay, let me just tell you this straight up. Um, when someone is not a red flag, And when you're trying to read between the lines, and when you're trying to see the red flag, when you're trying to see what could be wrong with them, right? Like there should be, I should research about them, blah blah blah. That is just going to create create doubt in your head, but also it's going to create imaginary circumstances in your head. Does that make sense? It's not going to help you with with the actual factual things. Is going to help you only with the imaginary things, and that's not going to work right for you. So yeah, we have seen the solution. The solution is to just be relaxed and just be happy as you were in the childhood, and just enjoy this moment as if it's a new beginning, right? And yeah, every morning positivity. You are a morning person, definitely. Some of you is a night person. Of course, this is not going to resonate with everyone. I know some of you is night person, but some of you is a morning person too. Okay, so let's see how to tackle this obstacle. Okay, how to tackle this obstacle is to induce this idea to yourself over and over again. I can relax, I can let go, I can be happy, and I am happy. Just say this to yourself as an affirmation. I am happy, I am happy, I am happy. I don't need to think about this, just understand. Maybe just watch this video over and over again too. This is the most positive reading I've seen. But the only thing that is a problem is you are feeling freaked out by this positivity. Does that make sense? It's like the I'm so sorry for you guys. I mean, like, whatever happened in your past, that's so sad. If something happened in your past, that's sad. But I'm sensing this Two Broke Girls vibes of Max Black. If you have seen that, that's the reference. If you haven't seen it, it's okay, no problem. You don't have to know the reference. But um, she is also a kind of a person who is kind of negative, and when something good is about to happen in her life, she freaks out and she wants to just run away or something. So that's the kind of energy I'm seeing with you, and you're freaking out because of something good that has happened in your life. Others would freak out if something bad happened in their life, and you are like, no, something is good, something is good, oh shit, I want to run away. It's there's this fear of something. I don't know, and it's not even like it's too good to be true. It's not even true. I'm sure of it. That's not something that your brain is telling you. So strange. Your brain is not even active right now. Your brain is like chilling. It's like I don't want to say this, but it's like SMOKING. I if you I know that maybe the subtitles is not picking up the spelling right. If it doesn't, I'm not going to say it again, but I'm just sensing that vibe over here a little bit. Um, it's just chilling. Your brain is chilling. Your intuition, I've already told every ounce of you. Your intuition, I've talked to your brain that this is not a red flag. You don't have to worry about anything. You know, and your brain understood this, but your heart or your emotions is kind of a little bit, dizzy. So yeah, solution is to be happy. Possible out a possible obstacle that will happen once you are applying the solution is confusion, or your brain will ask you to think things through. But all you need to do is induce this thought of happiness to yourself over and over again. The best way I would do is just watch this video over and over again, or watch, like, if you are someone who is taking a notepad and a pen kind of a person. I feel like you are. Okay, so if you're that kind of a person, just note down the messages that is important, as in, like, you can be happy, I don't need to worry, I can relax, there is no red flag. Even if I do search for the red flags, it's just going to be an imaginary red flag, or my brain is just going to f things up for me, and that's not what I'm looking for. So, and anyway, if something bad will happen to me, um I will never be 100% prepared for the worst. So why not enjoy my life today? Write down that note and keep inducing that thought to yourself over and over again till whenever the doubt arises, as in like, no, 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 I should think it through. Like whenever that doubt arises, remind yourself of those messages, because that is going to be so, so beneficial for you guys. Okay, thank you so much for being. It's a very different energy. I don't know. I'm very happy for you, pile number three. I'm very happy that the blessing has come to you finally. I mean, maybe you have been praying for it or something. I'm not sure. And I know this is positive, so why not? Open up your heart. Open your heart chakra, because the background of this card is with green color, so I'm sensing that message for some of you guys. And yeah, I hope this message was beneficial. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. And some of you might have your favorite color as in pink, dark pink, or purple, or something like that. So if that is also resonating with you, this is definitely the message for you. If you feel the need for having any personal services, like I do personal readings for you guys, I do guided meditation for all of you guys. My email ID is in the description down below. You can always contact me. I'm always available. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye. Namaste.